Welcome to our channel. Are you ready for an unforgettable adventure? Today, we are taking you on a journey to one of Italy's most captivating cities. Get ready to explore the top 10 things to do in Turin, the charming gem nestled in the heart of Piedmont. From its rich history to mouthwatering cuisine, Turin has it all. Number 10. Porta Palladina. One of the many Roman ruins that still stands today in modern Turin, the Porta Palladina serves as the best preserved Roman gateway in the world from the 1st century. Originally, this immense gateway would have served as an access point to the inner city center through the city walls that once surrounded ancient Turin. Two large circular towers flank the gateway and are adorned with crenellations, and a central wall section contains many individual arches. Standing at 30 meters and 26 meters high respectively, the gateway and towers dominate the surrounding area. Number 9. Harco Valentino. Located on the banks of the River Po, the Parco Valentina is the second largest public park in Turin and covers an area of 500,000 meters too. Created in 1856, it serves as the city's first public garden and has gone from strength to strength. Inside the park you can find a magnificent botanical garden, the Valentino Castle, and a replica medieval village. Furthermore, there is a myriad of footpaths and cycle routes, open pastures and a great walk by the river. Number 8. Basilica di Superga. If you climb to the heights of the Superga mountain range to the east of Turin, you will find the beautiful Basilica di Superga. When stood in the city center of Turin, you can look towards the mountain and see the basilica perched on top. Constructed in 1731 and designed by Filippo Juvara, the basilica features a Baroque style and has a beautiful orange and white design with many columns and ornate decoration. The main basilica towers above the church and is flanked by two beautiful towers, whilst the interior is highly decorated with a dome that lets in a great deal of light through a series of arched windows. Number 7. National Cinema Museum. Located in the impressive Mole Antonelliana Tower, this is one of the most visited museums in Italy due to its fantastic exhibitions and stunning building. For all things cinema and movie related, this is the place to be. This gigantic collection includes historical cinematic devices such as magic lanterns to a large stock of film posters, movie reels, books and cinematic props and objects. Spread across 5 different floors, the museum is split into different genres including sci-fi and horror. Number 6. Santuario di Santa Maria Consolatrice. Also known as the Church of Our Lady of Consolation, this basilica stands as one of the oldest places of worship in the city and has stood in some form since the early 11th century. Located in the Piazza della Consolata, approximately 5 minutes walk to the west of the Piazza della Repubblica, this small church has a great deal of character and charm. A triangular pediment adorns the front entrance and is held in place by 4 large stone columns. Inside the basilica there is a great deal of red marble, gold and religious iconography. Number 5. Cathedral of San Giovanni Battista. Built on the site of 3 previous churches, the Duomo di Turin is a fine example of Renaissance architecture that was created in 1491. Located next to the Royal Palace, this church is dedicated to the patron saint of Turin, Giovanni Battista. The front facade is created from white marble and is simple but effective, and the inviting steps thrust out into the Piazza San Giovanni. Inside the cathedral is a myriad of design features including some fantastic frescoes and marble statues of famous religious figures. Number 4. Turin Egyptian Museum. This fantastic and informative museum is located between the Piazza San Carlo and the Piazza Castello in the center of Turin. Dedicated to ancient Egyptian archaeology and history, this museum is a history buff's dream and contains a huge amount of artifacts and displays. Created in 1833, the original collection was imported from other museums and has been expanded greatly over the years. Notable items within the collection include various statues of Sekhmet, Seti II and Ramesses, a sarcophagus of Evi, scripts of detailed papyrus full of hieroglyphics and different everyday earthenware jugs, etc. Number 3. Mole Antonelliana. Possibly the most distinct building in the whole of Turin, the Mole Antonelliana towers above the surrounding skyline, and its huge pointed basilica is an icon of the city. Mole in Italian actually means a monumental building, and this particular mole was created in 1889, although it looks much older. Originally a Jewish synagogue, the building now houses the National Cinema Museum and is actually the tallest museum in the world. At night the basilica of the building is lit up and acts as a beacon that is visible from many points in the city. A trip to Turin is no complete without viewing the Antonelliana and also the museum held within. Number 2. Palazzo Madama. Turin is packed full of extravagant palaces and historical buildings, and the Palazzo Madama is the second palace to be located in the Piazza Castello. Created in the 1st century BC, the original palace has stood for hundreds of years during the Roman Empire and was modified and built upon heavily during subsequent years. Originally serving as a defensive fortification, it was not until the 13th century that the building became a palace. Standing in the Castello Square, the front facade of the palace features a row of ornate columns and a palisade decked with sculptures. Inside the palace you can walk up the richly decorated stairways and admire the sublime decadence of the various rooms and hallways. Number 1. Palazzo Real. The Royal Palace of Turin is a magnificent building that was created in the 16th century. Residing in the Piazza Castello, the palace holds a central position in Turin and has stood as a symbol of power for hundreds of years. A simple design was chosen featuring a square layout and a central courtyard. The front facade features white stonework and many small ornate windows, creating a building that feels stately and official. Inside is a myriad of richly decorated rooms with a style and elegance you would expect from an Italian royal palace. Guided tours are available of the interior and allow you to admire such rooms as the Room of the Throne and the Daniel Gallery. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to join us on future adventures around the globe. Grazie mille for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.